What's up, guys? My name is Zach Black. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be discussing eczema. Now, if you guys are thugs and you've been on my channel for a super long time, back about like 9 months ago or something crazy, way back at the beginning of the year, I was talking about my eczema all the time. It was really annoying. So I've had eczema for quite a long time, all kinds of stuff. After I had some hospital experience, I just had eczema, like super bad, on my hands mainly, and sometimes on like the backs of my feet. And at some points it would be like in the creases of my elbows or my legs, behind my knees. When it was really bad, it would go to those places too. But now, I'm not gonna lie, my title's a little bit clickbait. I still technically have eczema, but now I know how to get rid of it. But at the same time, it's actually useful to have, and I'll explain why in a minute. But basically, all I do to get rid of my eczema is fast. Now water fasting does it really quickly. I can, like, within a couple days, I mean literally just gone. It'll just heal itself really quickly. And for me, I don't necessarily ever try to permanently get rid of it, because it's actually something that's pretty useful, because what's happening when eczema is coming up is there's some kind of imbalance. And when you fast, your body just naturally balances itself out. Of course, until you need food again. But each time I fast, consistently, my eczema goes away every single time. And combining that with, let me stop this weird sound, what the hell? Combining that with the steroidal creams that they prescribe you at the doctor actually will get rid of it very quickly. I mean, like within 1 day, at least for me. Unless it's like crazy bad, then it might take a couple days. But if you continue to fast like this and you stick to, like for me, I do smoothie fasting, and that's like perfectly sustainable, especially with the smoothie that I posted on the channel. It's a smoothie that really nails everything. I mean, it's a protein shake, gets all your nutritional values, except vitamin B12. I'm pretty sure there's no B12 in there. So, you might have to take one vitamin. Oh no. But it really covers basically everything. And you can take vitamins with it without getting sick. I've done it multiple times. I do it every morning. So if you guys want, you can do the smoothie fast. And if you feel the need, take some vitamins too. And just stick with that for a couple days, to be honest. And just, observe your own eczema and see what happens. Now, everyone's different. And I'm not claiming to like know the root cause of eczema. I'm just saying, like, from my own experience here, I've learned how I can get rid of mine, and none of the other methods I've read online ever worked for me. I've tried multiple of them, whether it's, putting coconut oil on. I literally put coconut oil on every day as like my moisturizer, basically. And that definitely does not get rid of my eczema at all. It has no effect. It doesn't make it worse, and it doesn't make it better. And really nothing has. I mean, other than like my diet. My diet is the only thing that is directly related to eczema, other than maybe touching certain plants outside. If I'm picking weeds or something, it'll flare up. Or if I scratch it and I'm not fasting, then it'll also flare up. But on a fast, I could scratch my skin, I could do whatever, and my eczema won't flare up at all, which is pretty cool. Which is why I know that that's somehow able to heal it. Now, I don't know if an extended period of fasting would actually heal it. I haven't tried to do a very long fast in a while, because I've been bodybuilding and not really feeling the need to fast in the middle of that. So smoothie fasting is the most I've done while bodybuilding, which is cool. Just a day, maybe two. As long as you're still drinking the smoothies, I feel like it doesn't really have a negative effect. You're still going to maintain all your muscle mass, but you will lose fat very quickly. In fact, that's normally what happens to me whenever I do a smoothie fast. I just immediately look so much smaller. Yeah, after just one day, um, every part of me just looks smaller. But it's cool though, because it really feels like it's kind of just dumping out all the crap you don't need in your body. It just like gives your body a second to rejuvenate itself. And I feel like even weekly smoothie fasting is an excellent idea. I would probably recommend that to you guys if you do have eczema. I normally like to fast at least one day out of the week on smoothies, or just on nothing. Just water is fine with me sometimes. I'd rather do smoothies though at this point, just because, like I said, I'm in the middle of kind of a routine of working out and maintaining a good level of nutrition. Definitely helps your muscles to rebuild themselves. So I like to stick to that. But you guys can do what you want. Experiment with fasting a little bit. It's a really interesting experience in itself. Aside from eczema, even if you don't have eczema, just fasting in general is something that's actually pretty cool. Usually the experience always helps me to find some kind of realization on something, especially when I'm doing it for spiritual purposes, but I know not everybody will. But fasting has multiple benefits, whether you're spiritual or not. And we've actually talked about this on the channel too already. It's amazing. The channel's actually got some topics now on it. But anyway, guys, if you want to get rid of your eczema, just fast. No joke. I swear that'll work. It did for me, at least. I mean, I don't know that it will for you, but I know it does for me, and I'm pretty sure it will for you too, because it seems like eczema has something to do with what you're eating. I don't know what exactly. I kind of use mine as like a shit detector. I mentioned earlier that I didn't want to get rid of my eczema, and the reason being is I can tell how imbalanced I am. Like, instead of with your typical person that doesn't have any kind of eczema, when they get when they're eating a bunch of something that's not good for them, they don't notice until something dramatic happens. They're in the hospital and they're like, oh shit. They are then realizing, oh, I probably shouldn't have been eating this and this. But for me, my eczema flares up and it's just unbearably annoying, so I have to chill out on what I'm doing. So it's kind of a way of keeping me more balanced in what I'm doing. Now, I eat pretty good, to be honest. I've been vegan for a while, and I keep going on and off between raw vegan and vegan. But I'm just going to stick with calling myself vegan, because for me, I feel like eating some cooked food to an extent, especially rice and beans, can be really helpful for bodybuilding. Now, I don't really enjoy how it makes me feel all the time eating those. A lot of times I feel kind of sluggish, I'm not gonna lie, and just kind of like heavy. But sometimes you're just tight on money, or it's just, you need some kind of thickness. So that's definitely my go-to thing, especially like when I have any kind of cravings. It's either my two things for solving cravings is rice and beans, or my salad, or peanut butter. It's just, between those, there's nothing else I ever crave, because I can make the salad taste like a bunch of different things. And same thing with the rice and beans. You can flavor it up however you want, and it's a great base for making something. So those work out really well. And peanut butter, for some reason, is just a random other craving. The cool thing with peanut butter is I can still technically stay raw vegan eating the peanut butter. And another thing, peanut butter, terrible for your eczema, but I find a good way to get around that is to eat it with something else, and mostly the something else rather than the peanut butter. So I'll take like one spoonful of peanut butter and I'll chop up 2 apples, and then I'll just basically have like chips and dip going on, except with apples and peanut butter. And that is probably one of the tastiest little snacks ever, and you can avoid a lot of the issues you get when you eat peanut butter more by itself. And the fiber and the water content within the apples actually does help to process it, especially when you eat like a little bit of peanut butter with a lot of apples. You know, it just kind of flows through together with the apples a little better and kind of breaks it up instead of it just being a thick sludge in there, which is generally the issue. Peanut butter is just so concentrated, so it just really sticks in the intestines. It's kind of the same thing with all kinds of nut butters or anything like that. Most concentrated things like that are not so great because it comes in the quantity it does for a reason. So yeah, that's another topic though. So anyway, guys, if you want to get rid of your eczema, once again, do a fast. Doesn't matter what kind it is. I'd recommend a smoothie fast. If you don't know a good smoothie to make, I got a great one on the channel that you can make. Just make sure that it has, if you have a workout routine, just honestly throw a bunch of spinach in there. If you want to buy spinach powders, pea protein powders, whatever you want to do. Spinach is like one of my go-to things for making a smoothie because it just has so many nutrients in it and it has so much protein in it. It's just phenomenal, and it tastes great too. I mean, to be honest, it's very easy to mix in with other stuff. So again, you guys can find that smoothie recipe on my channel, and it is absolutely amazing. I drink that smoothie every morning and it tastes great, so it's really good for you too. Anyway, guys, that's all for this video. Please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this, and share the video. That helps so much, you guys. Like, liking and sharing makes the difference of just so much. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but it makes a big difference. So definitely take a moment, leave a like. If you don't want to share, totally fine though. More importantly though, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and much love to you.